Isn't this true for anything in life? If we know our place, we can appreciate our value. Place value and face value are the very foundation of number systems and one of the very first concepts that students need to understand. However, I find that students usually get mixed up in these concepts. In this video, I explain an activity I did in my class, which I think helped clarify these concepts in an engaging way. So what I did is I handed out slips of paper to each student with the digits from 0 to 9 written on them. Some digits were repeated. I then called out numbers at random, saying that these numbers had to be formed by the students. For example, here it is 50,320. So students with the digits who had 5, 0, 3, 2 would need to come in front of the class. What they realized here is that where they stood while they were arranging themselves was important to form the correct number. Students discussed, talked with each other, deliberated, moved around to make sure that they were arranging themselves correctly and forming the correct number. This was done with minimum facilitation from the teacher. I was on the sidelines observing them. Finally, they realized yes, they did it, and their classmates who were sitting in front of them confirmed that yes, this is the right number. This part of the activity helped reinforce the concept of place. Now, what about place value and face value? So what I did is I made one student move to her left 2 times. As she moved, students had to observe what was happening. So I posed the question, has her place changed? They said yes, because they could see her moving. I then asked, has her face changed? They said no, she still looks the same. This helped reinforce also how her value was changing each time she moved. So as you can see, if you follow the blue arrow, her value has decreased from 200 to 20 and then from 20 to 2 each time she has moved. This also reinforced the base 10 system that we use because each time her value was decreasing 10 times. This also works the other way because when students were moving to their right, their value was increasing by 10 times. This series of activities I repeated with almost all students getting a turn to move around while they were making different numbers. I think the biggest advantage of this activity is that students actually got to visualize the concept in front of their eyes. Once students have visualized the concept, we can take them to the abstract, that is the definition, which they can now express in their own words also. So the place of a digit is the position it occupies as per our system, tens, hundreds, thousands, etc. The face value of any number is the value of the digit itself. It does not change no matter where the digit moves. The place value of a digit depends upon the place it occupies in the number. If we talk about formula, it is the face value into the place. This can also be demonstrated through examples. Here you can see the digit 5 is occupying different positions in these numbers, which is changing its place value. This is what I try to make my math classes look like. Students are moving, they're talking to each other, and they're having fun because I believe effective teaching and learning happens when students are actively involved in their learning. Teachers and students are moving around, students are working in groups and trying to make sense of the concepts together.